3-4 feet of snow, right?
Did you really?
Yeah, that's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Well, that was the buffalo thing, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Buffalo
It all
got
melted
like
the other
7
day.
feet. Wow. Anytime that happens and it melts that fast, you're like ready for floods and stuff.
No, we're happy as hell. Keeps the grass green.
But so yours is gone. Amy, what about yours? You got a bunch of snow out there now?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a massive snowstorm.
It's coming down right
A
now?
little bit.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Kidding me?
We got maybe a light dusting, maybe a half inch. That's it.
I heard
You haven't
New
been watching
England's
the
gonna
news,
get
James?
Yeah, well, I heard New England's going to get like 1.5 feet this weekend.
We're getting 1.5 feet tonight.
I heard Portland's getting 2 feet.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna.
Portland's not getting anything.
Yeah, they got Brett 2 feet.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought you were going to say the other Portland.
Yeah, no. By the end of this tomorrow morning, it should be about 8 inches, and then we'll get some more.
Wow.
Don't you like 8 inches?
Andrew.
And we're live! Thank you, folks, for joining in.
You did not put that live, did you?
Yeah, we've been
Why
live
would
for
you
a
do
while.
that? I don't like when you do that. Jim, I don't like when you do that.
All right,
I don't,
won't do that.
because we're not ready. We're not. It's not professional.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What we're doing is the pre-show that goes live just for a minute. We're talking.
Welcome to the pre-show.
But here it is. Here's my new opening. Here's my new opening
I'll
for the
get
show.
these guys into shape yet, Brandy.
Here we are.
And now,
I know it's a big feat, huh?
Yeah.
boys and girls of all ages.
We are starting. I have to wait till the viewers check in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble! Hey, Amy, Andrew, Brent, Big Day, stop screwing around. Show's about to start. In 5, 4, 3. Y'all ready for this? And now, from somewhere in North America, it's The Blast! It's the show about everything, yet teaches you nothing, and still leaves you wanting so much more. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained as never before. And now, here's the man that God gives his credit to for his personal inspiration, JK.
Hello, gents.
That would be JK.
Hello, gents.
And we have Amy, all out Amy in the house. How are you, Amy?
I'm cold and sore from shoveling the snow.
Never mind. I'm not going to say who they have. Just let in across the border to go shovel that stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah.
They have people. They have people for that.
They have a long way to go from over the border to up here.
Yeah, well.
And something tells me from where they're coming from, they're not coming up here anytime soon.
A little too cold for them. And even a little further north, up across the border, we have Andrew hiding, but we have his better half, Brandy, in the house. Hello, Brandy.
Hello, Brandy.
There's Brandy. Says Andrew, but it's really Brandy.
Andrew, did she give you she sock you in the right eye so that you have a big black eye and you can't come on camera? Is that what it is?
No, I'm sitting here playing my game.
Well, at least you're not
in the left eye. I know.
At least you're not playing the game on camera like you do every week.
No.
At least they can micromanage stuff, you know.
And this is
multitask. That's what I meant.
This is Andrew every single week when the camera's like right here and we're all talking and engaged. Andrew's like this.
Yeah, I'm watching TV.
Andrew, he's like Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm trying to keep track of what's happening.
Yeah, he's playing video games.
That is kind of true.
Playing video games.
But he always knows what we're talking about. He's good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's good. He's good.
So we're without Brett tonight because Brett.
Hey!
I'm still not giving up on Brett.
I'm giving up on Brett.
I gave up on him a long time ago.
He likes a good argument, so he just might.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, he does do good arguments.
I've got
with the best.
I've got a friend of mine who might be on before the show is. I've invited him, and his name's Avery Penny. Went to high school with him, and he's going to be a part of the next new little show that I got rolling called Guy Talk. He'll be on here in a few weeks. But for now, I give a shout out to a friend of mine, Will Self, who's listening tonight out of Texas.
Tim, Will.
My buddy Tim.
My buddy Tim, yeah.
Yeah, you know Tim.
I know Tim. Tim's awesome. I love Tim.
Yeah, Tim has.
Well, where is Tim if he's so awesome?
Tim has because we can't put him on the air because he has a sense of humor like Andrew's, except he's got a mouth that goes. Well, Andrew's got a mouth that goes with it too. There's not a lot of filter
cracked
there.
The camera. He just cracked the camera.
No, there's not a lot of filter there. And I'm going to give a shout out to somebody who I think's watching too, is Greg, but not the Greg that we know, a Greg that I know. What's going on with that hair right there? I cut the back of my hair today, but not
oh
really.
My God, you cut it!
Yeah.
It looks horrible now.
Yeah, you were getting to be way too much of a liberal hippie freak.
Yes, shave it. It's got to go.
Liberal hippie.
Long hair, that's what I call people. Long hair.
He's a Tea Party. He's a Tea Party fanatic. Look, just leave it at that.
Look, I got it's still long, right?
I know. It's too long. Shave it. Get a high and tight.
You look like you got a double tail there.
I probably do have a double tail because I'm the one that freaking cut it. Lisa's been bugging me to cut it for weeks, and so this morning I was all dressed ready for work, and I'm ready to leave, and I'm like, holy shit, that looks bad. So I put a towel around me, and I went like, just from these points.
Why?
Yeah. So whatever. Hey, let's get the show started. We're going to start because we are going to talk tonight about Ferguson, and we're going to talk about Bill Cosby briefly, and then we've got two or three positive stories, positive videos, cool stuff, and our fun pick segment. And we also have a trivia game show going to be ran by Brandy tonight. Is it going to be revolved mostly around Thanksgiving? Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving questions, which Canada celebrated last month, right?
Yes.
What do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving? Like, what do you call it? What's the deal?
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Do you really? It's just called Thanksgiving in Canada?
Yep.
So what do you celebrate? If Columbus didn't come over and kill all the Indians and stuff, what do you guys celebrate?
You'll find out in the trivia show.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So are you actually playing too, Andrew, this time? Because if Brandy's doing the questions?
No, he knows the answers.
I already know the answers.
Yeah.
It's cheating.
Yeah. All right. And then we got our fun picks. We got all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start out first. You want to roll through all the negative crap real quick on Ferguson?
There's no negative stuff. What are you talking about?
There's not much that's positive about it. What do you mean?
All right, I'm going to start out with a video on how not to get arrested, and then we'll move right in.
Jim, you're killing
into. Have you seen it?
Yeah, you posted it. I'm not anti-cop, so I don't really care. When people.
No.
Neither am I.
I didn't post this one.
You didn't post this one today?
From Chris Rock? No, you're talking about the guy in the back seat. No, in the back seat. All right. And besides that, before the show's all wrapped up and said and done, whenever you're going to be anti-cop.
I'm going to be anti-cop? I doubt it.
Kidding. I'm just teasing you.
I doubt it.
He's not.
I'm teasing you. I love the police.
I just don't know where the hatred of police officers come to, because they're the first ones everyone calls when they need them.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand it.
I don't.
One
One
bad apple or one bad experience doesn't make hundreds of thousands of people bad people.
No. I totally agree. I have a personal thing where I believe that if you know somebody's bad and you stay silent, then you're just as guilty.
Well, yeah, but that happens in everyday life.
Shoot the bastards.
That's why I hate everybody.
Yeah, me too. You're in good company.
Yeah, I hate everybody. I'm an equal opportunity hater, so we're good. All right. How not to get arrested. We probably all seen this, but it's a good refresher. So here we go.
Flashing police lights in your mirror. Stop immediately. This educational.
Why don't I start it at the beginning? And we'll all be.
That usually helps.
Yeah. Here we go.
People in the black community, myself, often worry that we might be a victim of police brutality. So, as a public service, the Chris Rock Show proudly presents this educational video.
Not to get your ass kicked by the police.
Yeah, he did this a few years ago, right?
Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? No wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law.
Right?
Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need that ass kicked.
Maybe you need your ass kicked.
We all know what happened to Rodney King. But Rodney wouldn't have gotten his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them.
True.
Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Blast and fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel. What the fuck do you want, motherfucker?
No.
Unless you want to want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
License and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up. Don't give this shit. What the fuck you want?
You're laughing, Jim.
Get a wife.
Giggling away.
Get a white friend.
A wife friend could be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything. If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked.
You got me!
Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, Don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the...
Isn't that funny? I mean, it's so right. It's like, hello, that's what we try to tell people, right? Just do. It's like Amy. It's like you say. What do you think all the cops are bad for? They're not. Just do your thing, live your life, be like you should, and you won't have any problems.
Yeah. I mean, this whole.
If the cop tells you to get out of the middle of the road, don't turn around and go, "Hey, motherfucker." And then, if the cop tells you to get out of the middle of the road, don't reach inside of his car and try to grab his gun. I mean,
Well, it was more than that. I mean, it's more than that. You know, prior to that. Prior to that, he went into the groceries. He went into the convenience store. He roughed up the guy, threw him against one of the racks, reached over, stole the cigarillos. He's 6'6". He weighs 280 pounds. This is a giant man. It's not a little boy like they're pulling the whole Trayvon Martin thing. Little this son, their child. Bullshit. He was a full-grown thug punk. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Period. He was a thug punk. He went in there, roughed up someone, thought he was all cool, big and bad. The officer gets the call. The officer tells him to not just get out of the road, but he said tonight in his interview that he said, come over here, I want to talk to you. And he was like trying to open his door, and a big fat belly pushing the door shut, and then he reaches into the car. I'm sorry. I wish he had just one bullet right here the first time, and then the earth is a better place, you know. But unfortunately,
so the whole thing is that
the other punk that was lying through his teeth, saying that the officer was standing over him, shooting him in the back, was on the other side of the car, punching at the side mirror. Well, now you got two thug punks who have just robbed a convenience store, roughed up somebody, and George Stephanopoulos says, "You ever think about staying in the car? Why did you get out of the car?" Hello, I was a police officer. Why did you chase him? Why'd you try to go after him? What do you think a police officer does, you moron? What are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and that's what Wilson said. I mean, he said, well, that's my job, is to pursue them.
And then people, well, he should have waited for backup. Well, you know, okay, hindsight's 20/20. Everyone coulda, shoulda, woulda, but the fact remains that this guy was a criminal.
Here's what's a little mind-blowing. Wilson interviewed 5 or 6 different newscasters or whatever is who's going to do his first interview, and out of all of them, Stephanopoulos was the best. I mean, you know, for as bad as that interview was. But, I mean, it wasn't horrible. I mean, just...
Well, it was because it was all the stuff that Stephanopoulos...
You get jackass questions from him.
Yeah. It was ridiculous questions. You know, do you feel any remorse? Well, hello, I just killed someone. Of course I feel remorse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised that Wilson didn't reach out and choke him like a turkey. It just so stupid.
He seemed like a really nice kid, you know?
Yeah, he really did. It's the first time he ever fired his weapon. I mean... Right.
He's as old as my youngest daughter. I mean, the kid could be my frickin' son. Oh my God! I just sounded like Obama.
I just think that there are enough bad cop stories out there that you can fight against. This is not one of them. You know what I mean? This is not one of the ones that you take up pick up the gamut for. Because this was a good kill. Not good kill, but you know what I mean? A good.
Yeah. It was all. I mean, all of the pieces fit together.
And now they're saying, oh, the process is flawed. The process is flawed?
Yeah, you know why the process was flawed? No. Because the prosecutor, they said, brought out too much information.
No. They're saying the process was flawed because they didn't have all the information, or they didn't get to have a chance to bring out all the information. I'm like, all of the eyewitness testimony that they used were from black eyewitnesses who, down to a T, corroborated everything Officer Wilson said. So how is the system flawed? If that was 8 or 10 white people who hadn't even been in the area, then yeah, you could, I mean, we're not talking 1962 and KKK here, in Montgomery, Alabama.
Well, and like
it's 2014.
I saw Giuliani interviewed last night, and he singled out one of the guys, juror number 10. He goes, here's the guy that came forward reluctantly because he was upset at all the lies that were going on. And he said, I had to come out and just tell the truth, because everyone's turning around saying, hey, the kid's hands were up, and this happened and that happened. And he goes, that's not what happened. Kids' hands were never up. So, and that was a black guy.
If Mike Brown had not robbed a convenience store and not lived a thug life, he never would have encountered Officer Wilson, and he would not be dead. That is the fact. I mean, that's as cut and dried as you can get.
Right.
And that's as simple as it gets. You know what I mean?
You got all these freaking morons, white and black, everybody, all these morons. We got them in Portland, Oregon. We got them out in Oakland. We got them all over the place marching. You should see on the news here. Thousands of them all out there marching up and down the streets and all that crap. It's like you said, this is the wrong battle to pick for talking about police brutality and stuff. There's plenty of police brutality, plenty of bad things that go on. This is not the one to pick. So let me. I've got a couple of things here on.
You guys don't have any thoughts or ideas on that, Brandy, Andrew?
Shoot them all.
Yeah.
Who's all? I don't want to be included in that.
All the looters. Shoot them all.
All the looters, yeah.
Yeah.
Scumbags. Absolute
all right, so
scumbags.
I'm going to start out here. We're going to talk about Ferguson.
Blowing out the eardrums there, buddy. Okay, it's better.
A little better?
Yeah, that.
It's AWOL Nation. This is the group that does our opening song, Sail. Burn it down, baby. And this picture right here, that's wood being thrown on a fire of a storage business by these people. They're throwing wood into the fire that they started. Unbelievable.
It brings that song "Burn It to the Ground" to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So starting off here with Michael Brown. These guys here, these are some people that should be arrested, in my opinion. Let me get the Ferguson text off here. People who should be arrested right now are the kid who was with Michael Brown, who bold-faced lied to the grand. Isn't it against the law to lie to a grand jury?
Yep.
If you get sworn in. So there are several people that said he got shot in the back. The officer was over him, shooting at him, like bent over him, shooting at him. All of that kind of stuff. You would think that right now the prosecuting attorney would go and arrest these people, and that's what they should do. So there are some people that should be arrested. Talk about burning down the city. I'm going to play this here a couple times because this is unbelievable. This is the stepfather of Michael Brown.
Yeah. Scumbag.
Yeah.
Now here it's all an act because they said he already knew ahead of time.
Yeah. Oh,
so
he knew ahead of time.
Announcing it. Yeah, they all knew he knew ahead of time. So this is just all on purpose. It's all an act. And
he's, you know what he's screaming there, right?
Yeah, burn it down.
He's screaming, burn this effing thing down, burn it down, burn it down, burn it down, just like the song.
And that's the T-shirt that he was selling. He and his Mike Brown's mother was selling, and that they got into a brawl over.
Yeah,
with his
you get in
father.
a fight out in the street, right? Family, and he's sitting there in a cap and gown. Really? That guy right there
is a waste of air.
That guy for I am Mike Brown. That guy right there should be arrested for inciting violence.
He might be. They're talking about it.
He's caught on camera inciting violence, telling people to burn it down. We're talking about people's businesses. Now, I'm going to put on here
the governor disappeared. No one even knows where the governor was that night.
Yeah, no, and they talked about having the what do you call them, the National Guard out. And so I'm listening to the radio, and so the next day they're going, so Governor, where was the National Guard? Oh, we had 700 of them out, and they were stationed all over the place, and they were at the police building. I'm sitting there thinking, inside the police station, what the hell were they doing, having lunch or donuts? Because they sure weren't out on the streets. You know, they were the second night. They weren't the first night.
He didn't deploy him the first night.
No,
His lieutenant governor is calling, and the mayor are calling for him to step down now.
They should. All right, well, here is some, right afterwards, some of the dumbest celebrity tweets you'll ever see in your life. Now, we all know these celebrities are dumbasses to begin with, but watch this. These take the cake. Macklemore takes the gold. Macklemore tweets, "The system that instills and protects white supremacy wins again. Humanity loses. No justice. I pray for Mike Brown and his family." So sad. You got to be praying for Mike Brown to get a cool drink of water. Macklemore.
Who's
you know
Macklemore?
Macklemore?
No. That's how important he is to me. Who is it?
Oh, I went to Macklemore's concert last year. I can't believe I did that. Oh my God.
No.
Macklemore is a rapper from Seattle.
Wannabe Eminem.
I'm born.
No.
I don't know.
He's a wannabe Eminem.
Crap.
He had the song
There you go.
Thrift Shop.
Yeah, I don't
famous
know.
song Thrift Shop and all that. On the American Music Awards, he sang the song, and they had like 40 gay couples get married on TV when Queen Latifah did the ceremony.
Yeah.
He's a real...
Whatever. Yawn. Okay, next.
Douchebag, right?
He's a douchebag and irrelevant.
Yes. Charlie Sheen. Officer Wilson from Charlie Sheen tweets, "Officer Wilson, you are a murderer. Shame on you. Parents are not supposed to bury their children. You think about that, see? Well, how about telling the parents to think about how to raise their frickin' son to not try to beat the shit out of a police officer, rob people, and do that? Yeah, no, you're not supposed to bury your children."
Discipline. You need
Just
discipline.
absolutely. I think Mike Brown, I'm going to nominate him. I'm going to go on Twitter, and it's going to blow it up again. And I'm going to be called every name in the book, but I'm going to
He was
nominate
raised
him
for discipline. He wouldn't have been looting. He wouldn't have beaten the crap out of that person. He wouldn't have done what he did to the officer if he was disciplined as a child.
I'm going to nominate him for a Darwin Award. You got to be pretty frigging stupid, borderline imbecile, to reach into a police officer's car and try and take his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look at this. Do you know who Solange Knowles is? It's
Yeah.
Beyonce's thing. So she retweeted this, and the person on here says, "Please do not tell me about how disadvantaged you are while your sister parties with the black president." She tweets, "No value for black life, but they extrapolate our magic, sweat, our voice, our fire, and leave us stripped of our right to exist." So she's talking about our sweat, our hard work, and our voice.
These people
they're
are
getting paid millions and millions of dollars to sing.
They're totally
extrapolate our magic. These people.
They're a bunch of imbeciles.
How do you get through life like this?
Because we've allowed it. Oh
Yeah,
God,
share.
you wouldn't have to put this
Fine.
kind up there.
You said for me, right? Have problem regarding decision not to bring to trial. Police who shot young man near St. Louis. Something must be done to protect innocent black young men. Yeah, we are going to talk about this a little bit later with the Chicago statistics. Black men shooting and killing black men. And maybe Cher could tweet about that.
No, because it's not a white person killing a black person.
Right.
That's their agenda. That's the liberal agenda.
Yeah, Irvin Magic Johnson, we must work together to stop the unnecessary loss of young men of color. Justice was not served in Ferguson. And again, I go right back to Chicago to stop the unnecessary loss of young black men killing each other. Julia Stiles, this story is now, quote, they are destroying their own community. Fuck you guys. So she's upset at all of us that the story is now how they're destroying their own community and how we've taken our eyes off the injustice about what happened to Mike Brown. Can you believe this imbecile?
Yeah, they're all liberal idiots. I mean, none of this surprises me at all.
How do these fucking people make more money than I do? That's what I'm wondering. As a society, let's see, I don't know if you could read that very well. This is LeBron James. As a society, how do we do better and stop things like this happening time after time? I'm sorry, too. And then he says something else. Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin, none of them are looking in the mirror. And I posted something on our blast page from this rapper who talks specifically about how do we stop things from happening time after time as a society. And this black rapper talks about looking within. Who are you? Not your race, not your problems you've had in the past, blah, 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 but how can you change things from within by being a better person, all of us, loving on each other, not blaming people like LeBron James, freaking idiot. Michael Moore, this is the last one on this one. At some point, it snaps. The latest unarmed black teen has 12 bullets pumped into his body, and the white people go, do-da, 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 do. This guy is... How do these people make more money than us? Unfreaking believable. Now, here's an even bigger dumbass. And I'm going to call out this cop as being a dumbass because, I'll let him talk for himself. All right, listen to this guy. It's only about a minute and a half long. This is a retired police chief or whatever he is. Listen to him being interviewed.
How do you feel as an officer to be standing out here and representing this point of view?
Two things. Number one, I want to give the residents of Ferguson the knowledge that there are some police that do support them. The second thing is I want to try to get a message to mainstream America that this system is corrupt, that police really are oppressing not only the black community but also the whites. It's an oppressive organization now controlled by the 1%, corporate America. Corporate America is using police forces as their mercenaries.
What a frickin'... Now, is that guy dumbass or what? So here's a couple of tweets. I only poked out one of them here. It says, Maria Gonzalez, every word he said is the truth. This is a lot bigger than what you see back there. It is a takeover by the 1%. It is a well laid out plan. They enrage people to the point of acting out and doing destruction. These 1% will cause chaos, then come in and bring order out of the very chaos they caused. Order in the form of taking away more freedoms. New World Order is the goal. It's true. It is not a theory. It is a plan. Now, I can't 100% disagree with her, but it's not the 1%. It's this liberal, progressive agenda that wants to take over the new world order. And George Bush Sr. was a part of it. Bill Clinton was a part of it. A lot of these guys. So, Brett would say the Illuminati is behind it. So, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I agree. The Illuminati is behind it.
There's an actual... Now, Illuminati is supposed to be a real private organization, and I sent some information to Brett. He'll probably pull up on the show next week. Allegedly, they've got this new website out, Illuminati.org, explains about what they are, who they attract, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, it just seems like to me like, we'll see what it is, but who knows. If they want you to be in the Illuminati, they'll find you. All right, here's two big douchebags. Let me put this up here. They're all douchebags so far, right? Two New York Times reporters posted Darren Wilson's home address. Well, someone decided to post theirs. And I think that Julie Bossman might be the same girl who started printing and posting all the addresses of gun owners' homes, wasn't she? The New York Times?
I don't know. Might be.
She looks familiar. 2 New York Times reporters that revealed Darren Wilson's address to the public. Those 2 people right there, if anything happens to him, he gets killed or anything, they should be brought up on charges.
Yeah.
There's 2 more people that should be brought up. Freaking
Let's
idiots.
hope that they get a plethora of sweet nothings in their mailbox.
Yeah, exactly, right? All right, so leaving this on a positive note.
Well, wait a minute. You're
go ahead.
You're leaving Ferguson?
No, I'm on Ferguson. Leaving
you'll-
Ferguson on a positive note, but go ahead.
I'm saying, is that you're going to leave on a positive note, this segment?
I was thinking about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I did find 2 stories. I didn't want to say anything about them because I didn't know if you
Let's do it.
if you were going to talk about them. But karma's a bitch, and Ferguson protest leader's house was looted.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh yeah, Alexis Templeton. She's a frontline member of the Millennial Activists United, a group that was founded in the aftermath of Brown's death to unify younger Ferguson residents. Yeah, her house was looted.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome. Someone broke into my house, she tweeted. I'm okay, my grandma's okay, the house is intact, a few things stolen, but all's good.
All's good.
You can't make this shit up.
They must
So
have
that
needed
was,
it more than me. Yeah.
That was a beautiful thing. And the other thing is, talk about the Darwin Awards, a woman who happened to have a nickname of Lucky.
Right.
She and her boyfriend, let me see, she was 26 years old and her boyfriend was 33 years old. They went out and they bought a gun, loaded it, and then they were driving around saying, and she was, holding the gun up in the air and stuff, saying that this was because they wanted to protect themselves from, the people of Ferguson and being in that area. And her boyfriend got nervous because she's waving it around, so he reaches over to grab it. In the meantime, rear ends the person in front of him. The gun goes off, and she shoots herself in the head.
Oh my God!
Dead.
Did she die?
Dead.
She's dead.
Dead.
Let me just ask. Okay, question. Not that it matters. Are they black or white?
Doesn't say. Doesn't have pictures, but the name is Becca Campbell. So I don't know. Becca could go either way. I only know white Beccas, so I don't know.
But I only know black Campbells.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a Darwin Award for you. Mike Brown and Becca Campbell both should have their arm in arm in purgatory together.
I just want to point this out.
You just can't make this stuff up. You can't.
I just want to point this out. You can't make this shit up.
You can't. You got your latte, you child.
Not just that. No. See that? See what it says?
I am the boss.
You can't make this shit up. I'm just kidding. I asked her, would you please make me a latte? I'll bring it in a little later, please. Go ahead.
Child.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Ames.
Nothing. I just saying that those are my 2 stories. I just
All right.
you can't make this shit up.
Brandy.
Yep.
Is Andrew, like, can he put that game on pause or anything and look up Becca Campbell? Or can you do it, Amy? And I'm just curious if they're black or white. Because they said they wanted to protect themselves.
Oh, he's got to look it up.
Because they'd have to show a picture, right?
I don't know.
Lucky Campbell?
I mean, it just happened on the 24th, so I don't know.
All right. We'll look it up later.
Becca Campbell. Yep.
So her boyfriend?
Said he ducked to get out of the way of the
Rear-ended
gun and accidentally rear-ended another car. He said the accident caused the gun to go off and she was struck by the bullet in the head. You just can't make it up.
Jesus, dumbasses.
I'm saying the Darwin Awards, I mean, it's going strong. So let's see here. Becca Campbell, 17. I'm looking to see if I can get an image. White.
Is she white?
Looks like she's the Becca Campbells that are coming up in images.
CNN.
Yeah, 26-year-old woman accident. Yeah, she's white.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't have been waving that damn thing around. So
yeah, I mean, it's just idiotic stuff that comes out of.
So maybe we can
morons come in all shapes and sizes and colors.
Yeah, so maybe we can call it even. There was a white moron with a gun shot in the head. There was a black moron without a gun and got shot in the head because he bent over and took the bullet. Bends over and starts rushing at a cop with his head down. Really?
Yeah,
At least be going like this or something. You know, when you're running at the cop, go like that or some shit.
Yeah. Well, what I found interesting was I had a friend on the ground in Ferguson that night. He was called in to help with crowd control and traffic control, and he had sent me a message saying "Officer down." And there were two reports. The local news had reported it about an officer being down, but none of the mainstream.
You're talking about now, like within the last couple of days?
Yeah, the night of the night of the riot.
The first riot, two nights ago.
Yeah, the first
All
night.
right. Now those were supposedly two officers who were responding to a completely separate incident, right?
No, this was he was there on the scene saying an officer is down. And they rushed him to the hospital. Oh. So, I don't know. Unless the only thing I can think of is that they bury these stories so that they didn't, because they've already said like millions of Americans are totally pissed off about how these people in Ferguson are acting.
Right.
So if you then piss off, the people who are supporting Wilson, now do you have them going down there to help the police, and now you have a bigger riot on your hands?
Right. So it's more controlled stories.
I think so. I think so.
Huh. All right.
Upset over the death of a black kid. Ferguson mob kills a black kid. There you go. That's another headline for you.
Yeah. Is that one?
A man who has died during the Ferguson riots just yards from where Michael Brown was shot. Residents on Campfield Drive said DeAndre Joshua, 20, was shot whilst in his car, though police at the scene refused to confirm any details. DeAndre's grandmother, Anita Town, said that somebody killed him during the carnage. She said that he graduated Beaumont High and that he was working in Walmart. Family member Brian Joshua, 45, added, he was a good kid, he's going to high school and he got a job. He's gone into drugs or any of that stuff. I only saw him yesterday morning. He was a smart guy. He spoke clearly. He was positive. Now, he spoke cleanly. He was positive. Police took away DeAndre's white Pontiac Grand Prix and interviewed witnesses around 11 a.m. A woman in her 20s broke down in tears. As I knew him, he was my twin. From the site of the killing, it was almost possible to see the side of the memorial for Brown. You can't make this stuff up.
What the hell is wrong with these people? And the news, and nobody's really reporting on these things and putting that stuff out there.
You just can't.
No,
you can't make it up.
Let's leave this on a couple of positive notes. The first one, I'm not going to play the whole video because it will get the point after about the first minute or two. I don't know if you're friends with him on Facebook. I am. He's got a lot of followers, or he's like a preacher of some sort out of Los Angeles. And he actually, by one of his posts or rants or whatever before, about 2 or 3 months ago, Fox News actually interviewed him and had him on as a guest. And so, who knows? Anyways, here he is, Jonathan Geary or something, Gentry. Let's see if I can get him going.
Well, the one I shared.
Here it is. Yes.
Straight to the point about this Michael Brown incident. Let me tell you something, and I said this before. What we're doing out here is not helping. Us rioting, looting, burning down donut shops and stores and everything else, liquor stores, Shanae's hair salon for the extensions. This is not helping. Us acting a fool out here because we pissed off at the police is not helping. I said this before and I said it again. Change is not going to come until we change it. You understand what I'm saying? This is not helping. Change isn't going to come until we change it. All we know how to do is march and riot and loot. This is not helping. What you guys are out here doing is not helping, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to tell you what you need to hear and post into what you want to hear. All we know how to do is blame the police and white folks for our actions. That's all we know how to do is blame police and white folks. They mistreat us. They beat on us. Oh, slavery still exists. Oh, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm not going to tell you we're going to march, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I'm going to tell you, damn it, let's change. Let's change as black people. When is this going to stop? When? How are our children supposed to grow up when we out here acting a stone fool? How are our kids supposed to grow up when we out here acting stupid? How? How? Even the book of Deuteronomy in chapter 2, verse 3, God said, we have toiled this mountain long enough. We have toiled this mountain long enough. 40 plus years they spent in the wilderness. It's been over 50 years since we sang that song, We Shall Overcome. Hell, when are we going to overcome? When? That was 50 plus years ago, and all we doing is going around in circles. Going around in circles. You activists out there, you civil rights leaders, all of a sudden Black Panthers, NAACP come out to woodworks. They just came out of nowhere. Oh, we don't want justice. We want justice. No justice, no peace. That's all you should know. Justice, no peace. Shut up. When there was 60 plus shootings in Chicago a few weeks back, where were you? Nowhere to be found. A few weeks later, there was 47 drive-bys in one weekend. Where were you? Nowhere to be found. When Lil Ray kills Little Lukey, where were you? Nowhere to be found. Okay, when that little girl was shot when she was riding her tricycle in the front yard and straight bullets hit her, where were you? Nowhere to be found. Police beat up on a black man. Oh, no, slavery still exists. Slavery still exists. Oh, shut up. Because I hate to say this, and I know this is going to piss a lot of people off. All the incidents I seen, all the brothers was resisting arrest and causing trouble. Okay? Hate to tell the truth. Hate to tell the truth. Because I want to debunk that myth as far as being young and black and mistreated. I'm young, black, I drive a brand new BMW and live in the valley. How many encounters have I had with the police? Many. How many times has it got out of control? None. 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 So I want to debunk that myth about us getting mistreated and slavery. Oh, all they know how to do is beat on the black man. Nonsense. Nonsense. Because I had many encounters with the police and I became good friends with them. Tell me how come I could live that life and you can't? Tell me. It's time for us to change as black people. Marching ain't cutting it. All you civil rights leaders, all you jokers out there telling us, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that. We need to change. The book of Deuteronomy, I said again, chapter 2, verse 3, God said we have toiled this mountain long enough to go northeast. It's time for us to change. Change as black people. And I'm not talking about that Obama change, because we still waiting for that change. That's a whole nother video, but we still waiting on that. That silly joker ain't said nothing about none of this. It's time for us to change. You civil rights leaders, it's time for you to hear from God and get a revelation. We need to change our sense of direction. Jesus said the blind can't lead the blind because they both gonna fall in the ditch. Matthew 15:15, don't get it twisted. Stop burning down your communities and where you live because you mad at the police. Clean up your own neighborhoods and then they'll clean up theirs. Starts with you first. I said that from jump. Reverend Al Sharpton and all you leaders out there, NAACP, let's get it together. Let's get it together because this is embarrassing. The whole country is watching us act like Planets of the Apes, Part 3. Okay, where's Hollywood when you need it? I'm going to be honest and give you the cold facts. Where's Hollywood when you need it? Because there's Planet of the Apes going on right now. Let's get it together, black folks. Let's change our ways. Until this all comes forward, we need to chill and relax. Okay, out here acting stupid and acting like Curious George on Red Bulls ain't helping. Ain't helping. I don't support that. I don't support that. My kids looking at TV like, what's going on over there? What in the world? A girl walking down the street with TVs and her underwear on. What is that? It's embarrassing as black people. Let's stop marching and let's just change. Okay, that we shall overcome nonsense. Let's get it together. I'm still waiting for us to overcome. Okay, now it's 50 plus years ago. Rounder.
Anyways, that was it. It's going to be over in 2 seconds anyways. I played that a lot longer than I wanted to, but I had not seen it yet. I only saw like the first 10 seconds, and I kind of I know what this guy's posts are all about. And in watching that, I kind of found myself there not wanting to turn it off. So,
yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, I think first of all they have to stop acknowledging these whack jobs as leaders because they're not leaders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stop giving them any credibility at all. These people have them on TV. Rand Paul is shaking hands with Sharp. I mean, give me a break.
Right.
If I ever saw that man, I would spit on him. I would spit on Obama. I would spit on Jesse Jackson. I would not shake their hand. I would spit at them. That's it. I don't care. I don't care what house we're in.
Andrew, do you remember a conversation that we had when GP used to be on the show, and Brett was there, and I think you were there, and we were talking about. Sandra brought up the question: what would you do? What would you say to Obama if you saw him in a restaurant? Would you sit down and have a beer with him? Would you sit down and have a beer with him and talk to him?
Yeah, I'd let him pay for the whole goddamn meal, and then I'd eat steak and lobster and everything else. He's buying,
Well,
fuck it.
Well, that's kind of what Brett was angling for that too. Brett was excited because he goes, yeah, man, I'd sit down and have a beer with him, and I would talk to him about stuff. And
Wow.
GP goes, I wouldn't sit down with him at all. And Brett said something, and he goes, GP was like, no, you don't know me, ask Jim. He goes, I would not sit down with him. He goes, because I would stand there, square looking him in the eye, tell him what I thought, and move on because it's not worth any more of my breath. And he goes, I would not spend time having lunch with him. And you're the same way. Only you would have stood there and spit on him.
Spit on him. Yeah, I mean, this whole when you're the person who is destroying America, or your party is the one destroying every fiber of our existence, basically, you don't then get to choose when we kick your ass in the polls, or in the election. You don't get to choose now that, okay, now we have to reach across the aisle. No. Those reaching across the aisle days are gone. And anyone who reaches across the aisle, because there's nothing in the progressive, liberal, communist / socialist agenda that's taken over that party that you can reach across the aisle as a true conservative. You can't do it.
Right.
I'm not willing to compromise on helping the military or funding them. I'm not willing to compromise on giving away the farm to scumbag dirtballs who want to just sit on the couch all day and do nothing while I work.
Andrew, he's not talking about you, Andrew.
No, not talking about Andrew.
He's
a Canadian. Huh?
I know, but he spends a lot of time on the couch.
I spend a lot of time on the couch, but I work. I've worked since I was 16 years old. These scumbags who are perpetually on welfare and come right out and say, oh, why should I work? I get money from the government. Well, who do you think gives you your money, you moron? So now that more of us are not working. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Hey, so Brandy, living in Canada, help us understand a little more about that. Would you say that, because I would think, okay, first of all, is Canada considered a socialist country?
For the most part.
Yeah.
And dictatorship sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I mean, seriously, what's it considered on the world scale, on the world scene?
Democracy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But isn't it a socialist-leaning country or democratic? Democracy.
Democratic.
It's more democratic.
Yeah.
So would you guys view Canada like, I don't know, okay, first of all, the government. Is the government more left-leaning or right-leaning? And I guess that might be hard to describe because a liberal and a conservative in some parts of the world are like our liberals and vice versa. So they're all over the place.
Yeah, they're kind of, I don't know if they'd be opposite of what you guys have for the exact same thing or same. I don't know. They're funny.
What about the people of Canada? Do you guys per se, as people in Canada, favor more government control or less government control over your life in general?
They try.
No. What do you favor?
Oh, I favor the way we are right now.
Which is?
Less BS than you guys.
Huh. Less government control.
And free health care. That actually works.
That's the only thing that's socialized in Canada is medicine.
That's the only thing?
Yeah.
Okay. See, we get so much blinders on in everything we do in life. You know, it's just we don't know, but really about how other countries operate that much. At least I don't. You know, and here's Canada.
I know, you racist bastard.
I'm not trying to be, but I mean, Canada literally is.
Didn't know Canadian was a race.
Yeah, is it? Canada's like 6 hours drive from my house, and probably what, about 3 hours from yours, Amy?
Canada? No, it's about 6.5 hours.
About 6.5 hours. They're both about the same. Anyways, let me we're going to finish out this little Ferguson segment right here on a positive note. Starting out with this gal who's crying, Natalie. I forget her last name, Boris or something. Anyways, during the looting and the rioting, here's a single mom that started out baking cakes and bakeries and stuff like this, baking goods at flea markets, going to flea markets every weekend with her little kids until she finally raised enough money to rent out a little storefront and have this bakery, and it's been going really good for about a year and a half. And when the first riots happened, she lost a lot of business. Nobody would come in for a couple weeks and things like that. And then things finally started to get a little bit better. And then she comes into work the day after the riots and finds out that people had thrown a chair through her window and destroyed the place, that kind of thing. And obviously she was interviewed by the TV news or something and broke her heart. She goes, look, I'm a single mom. I've got 2 kids. I've started my own business. I'm trying. And then this happened. And all my money, everything is wrapped up into this business. You guys hear about this?
Yeah.
She was interviewed on CNN. And all of a sudden, so most of these businesses destroyed, I was supposed to play that like that actually so you could see that, are black-owned businesses. And so these blacks are hurting each other. Well, the very next day, 2 people had called and said, hey, we got an idea to help you. Let's start a GoFundMe page. And overnight, literally overnight, she got like $113,000. This is 2 days into it now. People all over the country. Natalie's Cakes and More Fun. So she's going to actually now has more orders coming in online immediately. She's going to need to take some of this money to not just reopen, but to hire some people. So just
well, a lot of it had to do with Rush Limbaugh had actually announced it and gave the link to that GoFundMe on his show.
Did he? Okay.
Yep.
Since they made satellite, I'm going to sound like a douche, but since they made satellite radio free for the next week, I've been listening to that.
To Rush?
No, Rush is on the free radio, so I've been listening to Fox News. I drive around from work. But anyways, I thought, here's one of her comments in the interview that she did. Was just a sweet lady. And let's see if I can make this big enough to read. She just posted, thank you to actress Patricia Heaton and Brandy Glanville for supporting me. I must have missed thousands of other tweets, and I'm so sorry I can't mention them all. The sweet lady who offered money from her Social Security check brought me to tears. The prayers. I'm trying to check into social media and Facebook to respond, but Twitter moves so fast. Thank you to everyone for the kind words, prayers, and emotional support. I am so humbly blessed. And they asked her, what would you say to the people, the person who threw the chair through your window and demolished your business? She said, you know, to be honest with you, she goes, I haven't even been able to wrap my arms around the thoughts of what I would say to them or what I mean. She goes, I'm just so overwhelmed by it. She goes, I'm hurt that our community could do this to each other. And she goes, I'm just emotionally, I'm just so thankful to all of these strangers, you know. So, yeah, I thought that was something.
This stuff infuriates me, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it infuriates me. This whole Ferguson thing just absolutely affects every fiber of my being because it's all a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Well, and I mean that.
I mean, I could understand if they went into another neighborhood, like if you're gonna hate Whitey, and you went into Whitey's neighborhood and destroyed it, but you're destroying your own. I mean, okay, how are you gonna buy your presents now, people of Ferguson? Now that you destroyed the Walmart and you set it on fire, where are you gonna go get your weeds done? Because your place just burned down because you morons. Where are you gonna go get your 50-ounce things of rot gut? Just absolutely. I mean, these people are a waste of air. They're a waste of air.
Those are 40 ounces, by the way.
40 ounces, whatever they are. I don't drink. Whatever. I'm
hey,
thinking 50 cal in my head. Okay.
We've been getting some questions on. I feel sorry for them. Kind of. They've made thugs that would have gang raped and robbed them frickin' martyrs. Unbelievable. That's true. Yeah. They did. Heath Todd. Do you know Heath Todd? Heath Todd made that comment. Yeah. Making a false statement could also be obstruction. That's true. He said, acceptance of responsibility reminds me of all the parents that would say their kids were being picked on by the law instead of accepting that their kid is screwing up. It's not so much a black and white issue as it is taking responsibility for actions.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and then I wish I had caught this comment right when he said it, because I'm not sure what it was. He said, laugh out loud, and I hope not. I was a deputy sheriff for 7 years. So anyways, thank you for those comments. I wish that I had my comment tracker turned on before then, and I didn't.
I had when I posted a story about the upset over the death of black kid, Ferguson mob kills black kid. I had 3 people reply. One saying, I heard he was a witness that gave info to the police. Second person said, that's what I heard. That there were those who wanted him gone in case Holder decided to try the case. And then the third one talked about just, the stupidity of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting to find out if this good kid, this good young black kid, was just killed by this mob because he could testify against them, scumbags.
Yeah,
right. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So let's move into, we should do, well, here, I'm going to do this one really quick, and I'm going to blow through this, then I want to do some trivia show, because forget Ferguson, 244 teenagers have been shot in Chicago since Michael Brown died. A person is shot every 3 minutes and 18 seconds. A person is murdered every 19 hours. Oh, that was every 3 hours and 18 minutes. A person is murdered every 19 hours and 11 minutes in Chicago. Why no outrage here? How do you like my sound effects?
Pew pew.
Yeah. So why no outrage here?
You know why there's no outrage. It doesn't fit the narrative.
Right. While the events down in Ferguson play out, back in Chicagoland, Hey Jackass reports, that's a little website called Hey Jackass. Hey Jackass reports that the same old bullshit continues day in and day out with nary a peep. In the 107 days since Officer Darren Wilson shot and killed the 18-year-old Michael Brown, the following has taken place in Chicago: 155 homicides, 74% black males, 725 shot and wounded. I mean, I'm not even going to read them all just because we already know it. I want to blow through that. So what is this stats? They got stats on all this stuff. That's shot and killed, shot and wounded, total shot, homicides.
Yeah, we took that up.
There it is. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but that's just another one of those little things. I want to get into game show.
Randy's saying it's about time.
Yeah, here we are. Now, I'm going to bet for Brett, since Brett's not here, and I'm going to bet everything for Brett. Hold on. Brett's going to bet $2,500 on the first question, and Brett lost. So let's get to the questions. Brett is going to finish with 0 no matter what. All right, Brandy, hit us.
What's the first one, Brandy?
Let's see.
Make us laugh, Brandy.
Yeah, show us a picture of Andrew. We'll laugh.
Yeah.
He's right there. When was the first Thanksgiving?
First Thanksgiving was, Amy, I'm going to bet. How much should we got to bet? $500?
Yeah, we'll do 500.
Okay. When do you think it was, Amy? Oh, wait, Brandy. How many years do we get? We got to be close. I mean, we're not going to pick it right on. There's no way we're going to pick it right on.
Whatever you want.
I don't know.
100
years.
You got to be within
100 years.
Yeah, we'll do 100 years.
No, you got to be within 50 years.
10 years.
All right, go ahead. Amy's up first.
1642.
I was going to say that. All right, I'm going to change mine. I'm going to go with 1621.
You did.
You're right. Yay!
Who's right? Amy's right?
No.
No, Jim, you're right.
I'm right?
What year was it?
Oh, bullshit. I didn't guess
1621.
exact. I didn't guess exact. That's baloney.
No, it was 16.
You looked it up.
21.
I won't tell you that he looked it up. And I emailed him.
I didn't.
Not that I'd help him cheat.
Sure, Jim. Sure.
Neither one of us got that right. If you got to be within 20 years, neither one of us got that right.
Yeah, you got it. You're right on. You got bonus money. Woohoo!
Andrew, what did I ask you to make the questions surround?
Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I looked it up before the show ever started because I knew you were going to ask it, so I lost that one. I'm just being honest. All right, next question.
I know that you're a cheat, Jim.
I know.
Not anymore. Look, hands up. I'm not looking at the computer right now.
You have all the answers up already on the screen.
No, I don't know what he's going to ask, but I do know Thanksgiving. And the reason why that's not a fair question to even ask us for this is because when I said to Andrew, hey, why don't you ask us Thanksgiving stuff? It's because I looked up Thanksgiving trivia questions, and I go, that'd be a great trivia thing to do. And unfortunately, the very first thing that it said was when Thanksgiving was. So I didn't know he was going to ask the question, but it's not. I can't answer it.
It's
'Cause I knew
okay.
it.
We forgive you.
All right, go ahead.
Which one are you doing now? Oh, that one?
This one?
Yeah.
What is it?
Just read it. I'm taking $500 away from myself because I would have lost that one.
Right. Why is Thanksgiving celebrated on a different date in Canada?
Because it was founded at a different time.
I agree with Amy. I'm going to agree with Amy. We both win. $500. Give us back. What's the answer?
Canada's Thanksgiving is based on a bountiful harvest and not on the pilgrims, like America. And the New World,
So we both
like
lose.
the United States holiday. That's what I said.
Me and Amy both win that one.
Basically, it's to do with the seasons. The reason why ours is a month early is because our harvests are actually sooner than what American harvests are.
Because you're more north.
All right,
We
next
get more
question.
harvest.
Next question.
We both lost 500, Jim.
No, we're.
Yeah.
What was your answer? Wait. What was the question?
Why is it on a different day?
And you said.
I said because you were founded at a different time, different time, and you said, yeah, I'll go with that, and we're both wrong.
Oh, because it's on the harvest, not when you're founded. Shit.
Yeah, we're both wrong. See,
Whatever.
that'll teach you for following me.
Yeah, don't follow. Just like don't be a follower like I am.
All right, go ahead.
I got your tweet.
Next.
I got your tweet right here. Yeah. I was on getting these tweets from Andrew.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Here's a
Next
good one
question.
for you.
So
Go ahead.
what year was the tradition of breaking the wishbone?
Oh,
You get within 300 years. I'll be fair.
300
Yeah, you got
years?
300 years.
Let's see, 91. I'm gonna say 29.
Ooh, you know why? I was going to say, I was thinking 1932 or something like that, but I was thinking because 1929, because of the Great Depression, people at Thanksgiving would break that for good luck.
That's what I'm thinking.
See, that's what I was thinking. Why are we thinking alike tonight? Go ahead.
I don't
I
know.
don't know, it's scary.
Go ahead.
So what's the answer?
322 BC.
Oh, shut up.
You lose.
You're talking, okay, you're talking about... No, you're talking about breaking off the jawbone of an ass, which Samson did to slaughter all those people. It's nothing to do with breaking off a wishbone.
No, this is the wishbone of a turkey.
Explain.
The tradition of breaking the wishbone dates back to the Etruscans of 322 BC. The Romans brought the tradition with them when they conquered England, and then the English colonists arrived and brought the tradition onto America.
The Roman... No. The Romans did this in 322 BC.
Yes.
Before Christ.
Yes.
And the Romans stole it from England.
Nope, the Romans brought it to England. The English colonists brought it to America.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Give me another one.
See? He didn't look them all up.
No. Give me another one.
Well, here's a good one. What
This is
year
the
was
last one.
TV dinners introduced?
Swanson.
Yep.
1969.
You think 69?
Uh-huh.
Did you look it up?
Mm-mm.
Let's see who's closer.
I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie.
I'm gonna say 64, 1964.
And you said what? 64
Actually, I think it's before that, but
1969.
I think it's.
Well, Amy's closer, so Amy gets it.
Shit.
1953.
I was gonna say it's in the 50s. I'm remembering the old.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because TV was invented.
No, Swanson had so much extra turkeys, 260 tons, that a salesman told them that they should package it in aluminum trays with other sides and fixings, like sweet potatoes, and the first TV dinner was born. All because of Thanksgiving.
Wow.
There you go.
260 tons.
The salesman told
The
them
TV tray tables came next so that everyone could watch TV and watch.
Exactly.
TV dinners on the TV tray tables.
Wow. Is that our last question?
No, we got one more.
All right, let's do one more.
Just because you guys are so great.
This is not going to be double or nothing, though. Because, wait, it doesn't matter double or nothing.
This is all in.
Because if I lose $500 and I equal Brett. He's not
all
even
in.
dead.
Oh, wait, should we do that one?
Go ahead.
We'll do that one.
Okay. How fast can a wild turkey run when they're scared?
As fast as they can run when they're not scared.
When they're scared, I'm going to say 30 miles an hour.
Jim?
Yeah, Jim.
12
For
miles an
short
hour.
distance.
Well, we'll give it to Jim.
Oh, yes!
20 miles an hour they can run. Scared.
I was just about to take all my points away.
Wait a minute.
But domestic turkeys that are bred are heavier and can't run as fast. So he would have got it anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
Cheat, never beat.
Wait, so I doubled mine. Wait, I was all in. Double, so I
It was for
tried to
all.
do that.
It was for everything.
Okay, you want a bonus question then?
Yeah,
Okay, true or false?
true.
Well, I know you'd say true, but
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird, not the eagle.
True.
True.
Okay, you both got it. Now for a tiebreaker.
Uh-oh.
How big was the heaviest turkey on record?
Oh, boy.
You got 5
pounds. 64 pounds.
No, I would say 50 pounds.
Well, you both are wrong,
Was it?
but Jim's closer.
Was it?
86 pounds.
Really?
And it was recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Wow. This is actually kind of fun to play when you don't cheat. I like this guy. I'm having more fun.
Cheats every week, Brandy.
I know, he does.
I try to watch the show every week.
I do. I have a problem. I admit it.
He has an addiction.
I hate to lose. I hate to frickin' lose. Hate it.
You're like my sister, only she gets violent.
Yeah, I don't do that, but
She's like angry.
I hate to lose more than I like to win. Isn't that weird? I don't even care about winning. I just hate to lose. All right, so now we're going to go to a cool invention, and I did this because of Brandy. I wasn't going to, or not Brandy, what's her name over there in Massachusetts? I'm just kidding. I did this for Amy. I'm teasing.
Is this for me? A little
Yeah, because when I saw this, I'm like, should I play this or not? But it's kind of a cool invention. A 14-year-old girl invented this. Watch. I gotta learn how to start these at the beginning. There.
14 years old and live in Spokane, Washington. This is my dog, Kayla. 5 years ago, we rescued her from a shelter.
Oh.
She is such an amazing dog, and we feel so lucky to have her. The past few years, our family schedule has gotten busier and busier. School has become more demanding, and with all of our other activities, it seemed like we were hardly ever home. Kayla really had anxiety issues when we would leave her alone. Not only did she seem depressed, but she also started misbehaving and was often destructive. As I later found out, those are traits of a common problem called canine separation anxiety. Kayla brings so much joy and happiness into my life. I hated to see her like that. I wanted to do something to help her and other dogs. I came up with an idea for a product that would let me connect with her anytime or anywhere. I researched to see if there was a way to virtually connect with your pet and deliver a treat. Surprisingly, there wasn't. I discussed my vision with my parents, who got very excited about the idea. With the help of my dad, I built a series of prototypes in our garage. Finally, I had something that was real and actually worked to further develop into my invention called IC Pooch. IC Pooch uses your home's Wi-Fi network. It's so easy to stay connected with your dog. Just place a smartphone or tablet on the face of IC Pooch and it's ready to go. No matter where you are, you can call up your pup and IC Pooch will auto-answer. Not only can you and your dog see and hear each other, but you can also deliver a treat with the push of a button. Since we've started using IC Pooch, we've seen such positive changes in Kayla's behavior, and she seems so much happier. We wanted to be able to help other pets and pet owners everywhere. In 2013, we partnered with a local pet manufacturer and started working on the final design. With their help, we refined the software, made necessary modifications, and IC Pooch became so much better. We are so incredibly close to being able to share IC Pooch with pet households everywhere. We're ready to go into full-scale production, but we can't do it without your help. Please share our story with your friends and family and back IC Pooch on Kickstarter. With your pledge, it brings us one step closer to being able to launch a revolutionary new pet product. There's just one thing. With Kickstarter, it's all or nothing. So if we do not reach our goal by the end of our campaign, we'll lose everything. So just remember, every pledge counts. If you have friends or family that have a dog that they love, please share this with them. We want to spread the word to dog lovers everywhere. Thank you for your support.
Okay, now,
It's cool.
enough. They did meet their goal. They asked
They
for
did?
20. Yeah, they asked for $20,000, and I don't know how long it was over. Maybe 2-3 weeks ago, they were like 24, 25,000, whatever. But pretty cool idea. Personally, I was surprised. I don't know. I thought that it would be like a video or something put in there where they would talk to the dog or whatever. But a lot.
Well, she said it was made so much better, but they didn't actually expound on that. So maybe it is something like that.
Improvements and all that, and they sell their own dog treats and stuff like that. So, anyways, do you have the link for that? I'll post a link for it on our the blast page.
Okay.
Does that have anything to do with me having my brain think 88% like a woman?
You see that,
I think
Brandy?
so. It's all the goddamn
think so.
lattes you eat.
I seen that.
That was the honest to God truth. I answered every single question as I would answer it, and I believed in my heart and my soul when I'm answering it, this is how a guy would answer. This is how I would answer this question. I would react that way. But I'm thinking to myself,
for the 1% of Andrew's question, I didn't even tell him to answer it, and I got blamed for it.
Was he serious about that?
Yeah, that's what I got.
He got that, but I got blamed for that 1%.
Yeah, because she suggested I pick the answer I picked.
See, I had 99% woman and 1% man.
How is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's run through.
You're a woman trapped in a man's body, Jim. Sorry.
Didn't I tell you I was a lesbian trapped in a man's body? I told you.
Yeah.
You're a lesbian. You like blondes.
How do you like this? I'm finding music that fits with everything, right? Bill Cosby. The long
Actually, it should have
list
been the
of
other one.
accusers.
Hey.
Yeah, I almost did that.
Fatty Albert.
18 alleged sexual assault victims. Okay, so some people are saying, yeah, but some people are saying, yeah, but they should have said something 30, 40 years ago if it happened. Well, these are going all the way up to 2004. This is 10 years ago, and several of these things were settled out of court, 2005 or whatever. So let me take all these off the screen and post this one, because there's too much to post. So I posted something that I thought was real interesting. An ex-NBC employee says he helped Bill Cosby pay women off. And the reason I thought this was interesting is because this is a freaking 90-year-old guy. It's almost a deathbed confession. Frank Scotti, this guy's got no axe to grind. He's got nothing he wants to get famous for or money to make or anything. Frank Scotti, a 90-year-old ex-NBC employee, is the latest to go public with stories of Bill Cosby's past. Scotti, who worked as a facilities manager for the Cosby Show was filmed, he said that he arranged monthly payments and more for 8 women during the Cosby Show's run from 84 to 92. He claimed some women would receive as much as $2,000 at a time. He had everybody fooled, Scotti said to the Daily News. Nobody suspected. Scotti provided copies of money orders to 4 women of the 4 women to Daily News, and Cosby asked him to put it on his own name, or put his own name on them. Sorry, I'm just learning how to read. He was covering himself by not having my name on it. It was a cover-up. I realized it later. One woman, Shawn Thompson, reportedly received more than $100,000 after her alleged affair started in 1974. Thompson's daughter, Autumn Jackson, has claimed Cosby as her father, which Cosby has denied.
Wait a minute. They're supposedly dating, and supposedly he's harassing and sexually harassing her, and she's been paid $100,000.
Sounds like a hooker to me.
I think so.
Yeah, some of the stuff is just crap.
One woman whose name is on the receipts reached out to the Daily News and said the payments funded her son's private school tuition. Sounds like a prostitute to me. Scotti is confident that he was sexually involved. With the women receiving payments. Sounds like prostitutes to me. And came forward now because he felt sorry for the women. Why else would he be sending money? He was sending these women $2,000 a month. What else could I think? Sounds like prostitution to me.
I think it's probably a mutual.
Yeah. Continue to accuse the actor of heinous acts, and many of those women were in Hollywood celebrities. Now, this is interesting to me, though. Now, first of all, Janice Dickinson is a frickin' Fruit Loop, but claims that Bill lured her into his home and raped her while she was there. Now she didn't get paid. Actress Louisa Moritz and Lou Ferrigno's wife Carla have also made similar claims of forced oral sex and sexual assault. And these are actresses like Lou Ferrigno's wife. It'd be a little embarrassing to come out and say this if it didn't happen. So I just wonder. Bill has yet to make a public statement himself, but he's going to have to give a number of women, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it's just 18 women are all coming out now. So it makes me wonder if there's smoke, there's fire. No?
There's probably no doubt about it that he was a celebrity, and he probably the women who are being paid $2,000 a month. Yeah. I mean, they may not have liked it, but they sure in hell liked the money. Obviously, if they're being paid $100,000, all told. But
right.
I mean, you find that in every single one of these celebrities, there's always some kind of they all go on an ego trip. We make them gods. They think they're gods. They think they can do whatever they want. So
yeah.
None of that kind of stuff surprises me. Although someone like Janice Dickinson, I think she needs to stay relevant. So I don't know if I would necessarily believe her. I don't know if she's a credible, because she's a whack job.
Right, but there's a couple of them who are currently married, like Lou Ferrigno's wife. People like that didn't need to say anything. So why would they say it if it wasn't true?
Oh, I don't doubt. I mean, if they're saying that it's true, then I'm just saying someone like Janice Dickinson is, I think, a.
Right.
I would, because she's such a whack job, I would automatically think she's jumping on the bandwagon. But
Andrew,
you know, I don't doubt that.
I'm not tweeting. Don't worry.
All of these celebrities have these skeletons in their closet.
Right. Seems like it, huh? All right, so we're almost done with the show. We did game show. We did all that stuff. We're going to finish. We've got fun. We got fun picks of the week, and we've got Charlie. I'm going to do fun picks of the week, and I'm going to finish with Charlie because Charlie's another thing that I put on here for Amy, and because I'm apparently pretty feminine. Just, oh my God!
I didn't. It wasn't my test, James.
Yeah, I couldn't have cheated. I couldn't have cheated and got 88% female. That's the damnedest thing about it. I was trying to.
What'd your wife say?
You know what? Maybe that's the thing. I was trying to be honest and express my feelings. Just kidding. All right, so.
Good for that.
No shit, right? All right, now none of the. Did I play that? Did I put this one last week? Dear illegals, wherever you see these signs, these are open house help centers. So help yourself. Obama Biden, right? Yeah. Okay. Next one. I love this one I just saw. And if it's a real value you're looking for, this is our most popular model. He's in the looking at caskets.
Yeah, baby.
Don't use the bathroom in your dream. It's a setup. Thought that was funny.
So true.
Especially after a night of drinking.
My cousin posted this one the other day. Fred Flintstone was here. That was pretty cool.
That's cute.
Okay, now this one I saw. It was an interesting picture. So these are fun pics of the week, right? Banners, flags, and cheers welcomed weary soldiers back to the U.S. on Friday. This was last week. But there is nothing like a kiss from the one you love to make the homecoming extra special. Soldier Sabrina Schlagletter got a smacker from her wife, Cheyenne Nickel Schlagletter, on Friday morning after she returned to Fort Carson, Colorado from Afghanistan. The couple married on Valentine's Day this year in New Mexico shortly before Sabrina deployed to Afghanistan. I am all for this in the Army now. Just kidding. What do you think of gays in the military? It's a problem?
Gays have always been in the military. It's being openly gay, and that's the issue during wartime.
Okay. So move on to the next one. I just thought this was funny. I always hate that word premature, but stop premature Christmas decorating. I thought that was kind of funny. Because we went to a Home Depot or one of those 2 months ago. It was like what was it? October. It was right before Halloween.
Right for Halloween, yeah. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And these people that the radio stations are the worst ones because they stop Christmas at 12:01 Christmas night.
Right.
That's actually when Christmas starts.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, oh my God, I shouldn't do this. Why am I going to do this on live air in front of everybody?
Yes, sir.
Oh, fuck. Here goes. I'll just ask it. Do you guys have the Hallmark Channel?
Yes.
No.
And you wonder why you got 88%, right?
Dude, I'm serious. We were freaking watching the damn Hallmark Channel almost every single night with all the Christmas shows and stuff. Yes, Lisa did this to me. but I do tape the UFC fighting champions.
I think maybe Lisa's a lesbian, and she wants you to...
I wish.
So he watches Hallmark, but tapes.
Wants you to be a woman.
I wish.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Lisa. I'm kidding.
I know. Constitution. Never heard of it. No kidding, right?
Such a piece of crap.
This is true. This has gone from we shall overcome to we shall overreact. Mm-hmm. Ferguson agitators. Looting. Because nothing says you care about a dead kid and the community more than stealing 50 pair of Air Jordans and then burning the store to the ground.
Yeah,
so
baby.
True. So true.
I love this one. Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
That's the truth.
And this gal, Stacey Washington, are you friends with her on Facebook? It's called Stacey on the Right. If you're not, she's always posts good stuff. It's past time every American, but Black America especially, to get in the driver's seat and take control of the life that each of us is given. Don't blame rogue police for stopping you if you're jaywalking in the street. Don't shoplift, steal, and rough up store owners. Engage police officers with respect. If there's a problem, report it. Start with yourself. She's always posting great stuff. Stacey Washington. And then, for no other reason other than I just wanted to see that again. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. Oh my God, if Lisa watches this show, she's going to get so mad. So anyways, those are the fun picks of the week. That's my... Woohoo! That's my deal. All right, so show's almost over. We did Why Is There No Outrage? Take that one off. We did fun picks. Now we're going to finish with Charlie. Charlie was found wandering on the side of the road in Los Angeles. He was taken to an overcrowded high-kill shelter, meaning if he was not adopted within a week or two, he would have been put down. Have you seen this?
Never seen this one.
Never seen this one. Charlie, a very cool story. You can see the picture of the way he looks right there, right? Imagine on the left, that dog is a mangy runt. But look what happens when this person gets a hold of them. Let me make sure that I actually start this at the beginning. I know that you guys like me to do that.
It helps.
That's Charlie, shelter dog. Hollywood Grimmie. Yeah. Look how peaceful he is.
You know.
Just a good dog.
They just know you're helping them. What a cutie.
Yeah. So you're getting to me, Amy. 2 days later, Charlie was adopted.
Cute. He's a cutie, huh?
Yeah. I think it's important that we not just do negative stuff. We don't just talk about the garbage because there's so much of it. There's also so much good stories and good things. And I think it's important that we make sure that we recognize that and push those too.
Animals make the world a better place.
Yeah, they do.
Do you guys have pets, Andrew and Brandy?
Yep.
Kind.
I have 4 gerbils and a cat.
There you go. I used to have gerbils when I was a kid.
What's a cot?
Cat.
I know, I'm teasing.
Okay.
Kitty cat.
Of course, my daughter named it.
What's its name?
Oh, it's orange, so she named it Cheese Whiz.
That's funny. Mm-hmm. That's a good name.
Great.
That's a good name. Jim, you have 2 dogs, right?
We have a zoo. I've got 3.
3.
Have you ever seen my Siberian Husky?
I think, yeah, now you have the 2 little ones in the husky, yeah. You showed a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever show you the Husky. I don't know if I shouldn't do this, but... Sugar! Sugar! Nope. She's outside.
Not around?
She's outside. She loves to be outside.
Yeah, well, she's a husky, so.
Yeah.
Like that commercial. Yeah, well, she's a husky, so.
She'll be in a little bit. We've had Siberian Huskies for almost the first month or 2 since we got married 33 years ago. We've always had at least 1 and usually 2. And then when we bought these 2 little shithead dogs, I knew we were thinking we need to get another husky. But then we were so taken in by Lulu, this little shithead that became like a piece of lint to me. And I said when Ashley brought her home as a little puppy right before Raquel was born, I'm like, we do not need another dog in this house. No more dogs, because we already have 2 Siberians. And she had to have this little dog. And then when this injury happened to Raquel and her Raquel's dad went to prison and all that, all of a sudden this dog became a piece of lint to me. Wherever I go, she went. I mean, I couldn't get up to go to take a shower, the bathroom, or nothing without her following me. And then she passed away about 6 months ago at the age of 6, way too young. But she got a tumor on her stomach or something that started to grow, cancerous or something. And it shocked us. I mean, within 1 day, she was all lethargic for a couple of days. And, so we brought her in and we thought, okay, she's got an ear infection. No, she was anemic, needed a blood transfusion, you name it. So when we had to put her down, I mean, it was hard. It was really hard. So we ended up getting 2 tiny little dogs that were similar to her, just because I don't know. Oh my God, I'm such a...
They grow on you. Little dogs grow on you.
I'm such a chick. I had the chance to think of this. What the hell's wrong? Am I becoming Bruce Jenner? Because I had the chance. I had the chance to get another Siberian Husky, and I went out and picked 2 little dogs.
Like I'm telling you, they grow on you. Little ones grow on you.
No, Amy, it's worse than that.
My guy always loved the boxers and stuff like that, but my 2 dachshunds can do no wrong with him.
Okay, all right. Well, now you're making me feel better. Your Afghanistan warrior man digs those little dachshunds.
Loves them.
Oh, shit. Thank you. Thanks. All right. Thanks. No, that's good because now I can sleep tonight.
One more than the other because one is, a boy, is a male, and considers him the prince, and the other one, he's only starting to like her now since she's being a pain in the ass to me. So.
Oh my God. Well, no, that's good though. No, thank you for saying that because I was starting to think that I'm really good at some problem. Well, 88% on the Are You a Man or Woman test, and you're thinking, and then I sit in here and realize that I went and picked 2 little dogs instead of a Siberian again. Being big.
I tell you, around where I live, You see these big, muscly, burly men, and they got this little leash and this little tiny, like, Shih Tzu or something at the end.
They're all homosexuals.
Not all of them, but I'm sure some are.
Big, burly men, and I'm going to bet that when it's nice weather out, they're all wearing little bicycle shorts, little tight bicycle shorts, right?
That's on your coast. That's the left coast.
And wife beaters.
No.
And they've got the big mustaches like this, right?
No, God, no, not out here.
Those are gay men.
Not out here, that's for sure. Maybe down at Cape Cod.
Yeah. Oh Lordy. All right. Should we take this show out with our closing?
Yeah, it's quarter of. We went a little long.
Late for all you guys. We're having fun, but let's see if I can start this one.
You have to say Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, including those Canucks up there on our screen.
Sorry we missed it. Like, you guys didn't say anything last month.
Yeah, you should have let us know that it's your time to celebrate your harvest.
I gave you hints. You didn't listen.
I had my mouth full of turkey. Couldn't say nothing.
I'm going to lose this war, but I'm going to beg Lisa, if I have to do this on my own, to take the turkey and instead of putting butter on it first, you put bacon on it in a weave. So you lay bacon in a weave, put it on that, put it in your oven. And
you're so far behind now. We've done that a while ago.
That? Really?
I like deep fried turkey.
Yeah,
deep fried turkey is good. But the bacon acts as the butter because it does all that. And,
You want even better? Inject the turkey with herb and garlic butter.
Well, that'd be good. You want to cook a turkey in 90 minutes. You take the turkey and flip it upside down, take some food scissors and cut out the spine of it. Save that for your gravy. Turn the turkey back over. Take your hands on the top of it where that breastbone is there. Push down and crack it so the turkey kind of lays out like that. Tuck the wings in so they don't burn. You put that thing in the oven for 90 minutes. It'll cook just perfect.
I got an even easier way.
Go ahead.
Have someone else
Have your
cook
wife do it.
I knew that was coming. Randy, how do you put up with him?
I'm not saying that I was actually going to do it. I may be pretty feminine lately, but I'm not doing that.
Get to the kitchen and get me a latte, Jim.
Okay. Oh, Lordy. All right. Well, Brandy, thanks for sitting in with us. Thanks for helping run the trivia show.
No problem.
Thank you to everybody for watching. I know I've seen viewers from the Google Plus side to the Facebook side and to the YouTube side. So seen them. Anyways, the party's over. Love you guys. Thank you so
God
much.
Brett can come back or come on.
Right?
Good mom.
All right. Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Night.
All.